Dear friends, now I would like to explain about Telangana's ex-minister, Mr. KTR, Mr. Kalvakuntla Taraka Rama Rao. Mr. KTR was born in 24th July 1975 at 5 hours 1 minute AM in Siddipet, Kalanidhi district. Mr. KTR's birth star was Shravana, second Padam. Shravana star comes under Capricorn sign. His ascendant is Gemini, that means Midhuna Lagna. For Midhuna Lagna Lord Mercury is the first and fourth Lord. Lagna tells about a person's structure, determination, courage, longevity, name and fame. Here, Mr. KTR's Lagna Lord Mercury occupied in Lagna. Whenever Lagna Lord occupied in Lagna, it is called Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. In Indian astrology, total 5 very big yogas is there. Richika Mahapurusha Yoga, Hamsa Mahapurusha Yoga, Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga, Malavya Mahapurusha Yoga and Shashi Mahapurusha Yoga. That means Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn, if they occupied Kendras or they occupied one house, this particular yogas will happen. Here, Mr. KTR's Janma Lagna is Midhun Lagna. Here Lagna Lord Mercury occupied in Lagna, hence native has got Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. Due to this Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga, native will be highly intelligent and he will have more longevity and he will be very a courageous person, is a very straightforward person. Here, second house occupied by Saturn and Sun and third house occupied by Venus, sixth house occupied by Rahu and 8th house occupied by Moon and 11th house occupied by Mars and Jupiter and 12th house occupied by Ketu. These are the planetary positions for Mr. KTR. In Navamsa also, the native belongs to Vrishabha Lagna. In Navamsa, Lagna occupied by third Lord Moon in exalted position. Again, in Navamsa, second Lord Mercury is in second house. In KTR's horoscope, Mercury having a very good strength. Navamsa chart and Lagna chart also he occupied same house. This is a very strong position for Mercury. And third house occupied by Saturn. And fourth house occupied by Lagna Lord Venus and Rahu. Fifth house occupied by Sun. Sixth house occupied by Mars. And 10th house occupied by Ketu. And 12th house occupied by Jupiter. These are the planetary position for KTR, especially in Ashtaka Varga. In Aquarius, KTR having 4 bindus and Pisces is having 5 bindus. In Shadbala, first position occupied by Mars, second position occupied by Sun and third position occupied by Lagna Lord Mercury and fourth position occupied by Jupiter, fifth position occupied by Venus and sixth position occupied by Moon and seventh position occupied by Saturn. Saturn is a very weak position. Here Mars occupied first house, but Midhuna Lagna, Mars is a very bitter enemy because he is a 6th and 11th Lord. Because Mars will control police department, military, jails. These particular department will come under the control of Mars. Mars is a fiery planet. For this Midhuna Lagna is a bitter enemy. Here he has been posted in 11th house, his own house, along with 7th and 10th Lord Jupiter. Here Mars and Jupiter conjoined one house, it is called Guru Mangala Yoga. From moon sign for the last 7 years, 3 months, native running 7.5 years Saturn period. This 7.5 years Saturn period will end 29th March 2025. That means another 3 months, Mr. KTR having this 7.5 years Saturn period. From 5/6/2022 to 5/6/2041, native running Saturn major period. For Midhuna Lagna, for first 9 years, Saturn will not give any good results because Saturn is the 8th and 9th lord for Midhuna Lagna. Here, Saturn has been posted in enemy house in Karkataka Rasi. This is a very, very bad for Mr. KTR. Especially at present, from 5/6/2022 to 8/6/2025, native running Saturn major period by Saturn sub period. This is a very, very dangerous for Mr. KTR. Particularly, Mr. KTR from transit wise up to 2025 March 28, native running 7.5 years Saturn period. That means yearly not Shani. One way is running Saturn major period by Saturn sub period. Another way is running 7.5 years Saturn period. Especially up to January 21st, the major planet Mars is in Cancer sign. That also Mars is in a retrograde position. From January 21st onwards, Mars will enter Gemini sign. That means Midhuna Rasi. Mr. KTR belongs to Midhuna Lagna. There, up to April, Mars will occupy in Gemini sign. That means from January 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2025, native should be very, very careful about in politics. Definitely, Mr. KTR will have lot of problems with Congress government. Hence, Mr. Kalvakuntla Taraka Rama Rao should take proper precautions. Especially, he is running Saturn major period. Hence, Mr. KTR should perform the Rudra Yaga compulsorily. Otherwise, he will have so many problems with Congress government. Thank you very much.